Welcome back everyone. In today's session we are going to see the introduction of coordinate geometry and we are going to recall what you learned in your previous class from coordinate geometry. Hope you all remember the chapter coordinate geometry which you learned in ninth class. Okay, so let's recall and proceed with the coordinate geometry of 10th class. So in ninth class, you have learned about the coordinate axis, that is x-axis and y-axis, and different quadrants and different signs in each quadrant. Okay, so you learn these all things in ninth class. Then you also learn how to plot different points on the graph. Okay, like the points of the form both positive, they come in the first quadrant, then the point of the form x comma 0 comes on x-axis, the point of the form x comma 0, yeah, you remember that this h, okay, is 1 2 3 3 comma 0, the point h is 3 comma 0. So points of the form x comma 0 lies on x-axis. What is the point j? J is minus 2 comma 0. Okay, then what is the point G? G is 0 comma 2. And what are the coordinates of I? I is 0 comma minus 2. So you learn how to plot different points on the graph by using different rules. So now in this chapter in 10th class, what we are going to learn, what's new in this class, you are going to learn about distance formula, midpoint formula, and section formula. Imagine you know the location of 2 points A and B, like here. Okay, there are 2 points. I already said you the graphs are used in maps for locating places, which you have done in ninth class. Okay, so imagine there are 2 points A and B. Okay, can you find distance between these points? So yes, we can find distance between the points A and B on the graph. We can even find midpoint of this point line segment or midpoint of these two locations, okay, by using midpoint formula. And I'll explain you what is section formula. So these are the three new concepts which we are going to learn in class 10th coordinate geometry. The first concept is you can find distance between any 2 points. Now this is our first concept which we are going to learn in this chapter. Then we'll go for the other formulae too. And there was one more concept, areas of triangles, which is deleted from your portion, okay, which we are not going to learn. So let's continue how to find distance between 2 points on the graph. Okay, let's continue with this. In the coordinate plane, the formula for distance between the points a x1 y1 b x2 y2. Okay, so I'll number these points as this a, I'll number as x1 y1, and this b I'll name as x2 y2 for my convenience. For our convenience, we'll number them as x1 y1 x2 y2, whatever may be their points. Okay, doesn't matter, the points can be in any quadrant, it can be on any axis, that doesn't matter. Okay, what is the location of a, what is the location of b, that doesn't matter. Okay, so we will name them as x1 y1 x2 y2 always. So when you have 2 points x1 y1 and x2 y2, distance between those 2 points can be found by using this formula. The formula is under root x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square, x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Let's have a look at an example. So I have taken another graph a and b. Here we are not going to draw the graphs like you have done in 9th class. Keep this in mind. We are not going to draw any graph, but this whole chapter is based on graphs only, means finding the distance between the points which are on the graph. Okay, but you will not be asked to draw the graph. So here I have taken a question, the coordinates of a. What are the coordinates of a? It's minus 1 comma 3. And what are the coordinates of b? It's 3 comma minus 2. Here you can have a look here. A and b coordinates we have taken. Coordinates will be directly given to you. Here we are taking it from the graph. Now I'll number this as x1 y1 and x2 y2. So what will be our x1 y1? X1 will be here and 3 will be y1. Okay, and this 3 will be x2 and minus 2 will be y2. Okay, so we will substitute these values in the formula. What is our formula? X2 minus x1. So what is our x2 value? 3 minus the formula minus, and x1, what is x1? Minus 1. 3 minus of minus 1 whole square, then plus formula, then y2 minus y1. What is y2? Minus 2 minus 3, y2 minus y1. So you can have negative values 2. So 3 minus of minus is plus 4, that is 3 plus 1, 4 square, and this is minus 5 whole square. So 4 square is 16 and 5 square is 25. 16 plus 25, 16 plus 25 will give you 41, and that is approximately 6.40. You can even leave it at 41, no problem. Okay, 41 units. This is the way we can find distance between any two locations. So in 9th class I taught you how to locate the places on the graph. Okay, we located different places on the graph. Now in 10th class we are learning how to find distance between those places. Now let's have a look at another example. Find the distance between these 2 points. Okay, so I'll name them as x1 y1, x2 y2. Okay, for my convenience. So what is your x1 y1 here? This is your x1, it's already mentioned here, x1 y1. Okay, and this will be x2 and y2, x1 y1, x2 y2. Then substitute in the formula again. So x2 minus x1, what is x2 minus x1? x2 minus x1 is 1 minus 4. Yeah, 1 minus 4 whole square, and y2 minus y1 is 12 minus 8 whole square. 1 minus 4 is minus 3 and 12 minus 8 is 4. So that is 9 plus 16, that is 25, and you can write it as 5 units, because you should write all units always, because we don't know whether it is in centimeter, meter or kilometers. Let's have a look at another example. You can name it as distance or you can name it as c. Okay, this formula is derived from Pythagorean theorem. Okay, so Pythagorean theorem is used to derive the distance formula. So here you can see some more examples of distance. Now one more thing you can notice here, you can write x2 minus x1 or x1 minus x2. That doesn't matter because we are squaring it. If somebody wants to write x1 minus x2, what? x1 minus x2 whole square, and your friend wants to write x2 minus x1 whole square, both are correct. Okay, I can say both are correct. Same y1 minus y2, he can write and you can write y2 minus y1. That doesn't matter, okay? There are two ways in which we can write the formula, okay, because we are squaring it. When you square after subtracting, you get the same answer. Like, let's have a look at one example. I'll write 5 minus 2 and 2 minus 5. So what is the answer for 5 minus 2? That is 3. Yeah. And what is the answer for 2 minus 5? Minus 3. So when you subtract like this, you are getting different answers. But when you square them, 3 square and minus 3 square, what will be your answer? This will also be 9 and this will also be 9. So when you square after subtracting, you'll get the same answer. So that is the reason I said you, in the formula you can write x2 minus x1 whole square, or you can write x1 minus x2 whole square. Anyway, okay. So using this formula, we are going to do first exercise. You can see some more examples here, and there is one example in which you have to fill these blanks and find the distance between the points. So this is the concept which we are going to proceed with. In our first exercise, we are going to learn how to find distance. Okay.